The divisional round of the NFL playoffs concluded Sunday with a game that came down to the wire between Lamar Jackson's Baltimore Ravens and Josh Allen's Buffalo Bills. Ultimately, the Bills came away victorious in the matchup between the two MVP frontrunners. Buffalo was able to hold on 27-25 after Jackson led Baltimore on a touchdown drive in the final minutes to potentially tie the game. But Mark Andrews made his second costly mistake of the evening, dropping the ball on a 2-point try. Instead of getting an AFC Championship game rematch from last season, we'll get the fourth playoff installation of the Josh Allen-Patrick Mahomes rivalry for the conference crown. The Kansas City Chiefs will host the Bills in the AFC title game on Sunday, January 26 at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Chiefs have won the previous 3 playoff matchups, but Buffalo handed Kansas City its only loss with Mahomes at quarterback this season. Josh Allen and the Bills have taken care of Kansas City in the regular season. Allen is 4-1 against Mahomes from weeks 1 to 18, but in the playoffs, Mahomes is 3-0, so Allen and the Bills will go to Arrowhead Stadium next week looking to pull off an upset. They'll do it in the same way they did earlier this season. It'll be about 1. Stout defense that keeps Mahomes in check. Easier said than done. 2. A heavy reliance on an efficient run offense. Easier said than done. 3. A few explosive plays that prove Allen is actually the better quarterback right now. Because Lamar Jackson played poorly until the final drive, Allen didn't have to do a whole lot to win this playoff game in Buffalo. Yes, he rushed for a pair of touchdowns, but he finished with just 147 scrimmage yards. His completion percentage over expected was minus 1.8%. His expected points added were just 3.2. It's growth for Allen, who now knows when to sit back and let his teammates do the work for him. He couldn't do that until this year. But against Mahomes, Allen will have to do something special, not unlike that 26-yard rushing touchdown in Buffalo against the Chiefs earlier this year, or even that 24-yard touchdown pass in Buffalo against the Broncos earlier this postseason. Ravens. It wasn't Lamar Jackson who made the final mistake, but the Ravens quarterback made plenty. Enough to where Baltimore wasn't truly a threat in this game. The Ravens never had the lead after their game-opening touchdown drive after all, so Mark Andrews might shoulder the blame for his drop on the 2-point conversion. That was a backbreaker, but that would have only tied the game. There's no saying whether the Ravens would have stopped the Bills on the ensuing drive. It's possible, and likely, Buffalo would have scored, given how much time was still on the clock. There was a lot of game left. Bottom line, Jackson didn't do enough. He didn't play up to his MVP caliber. Allen didn't exactly rest on his laurels, but Jackson and Derrick Henry failed to pressure the Bills in a game that was billed as a QB shootout. There was a lot of quality play, but most of it came from the defense. That wasn't what I expected, and it started with Jackson's star power burning a bit dimmer than we're accustomed to seeing.